everyone. Our topic is economically weaker section quota, that is EWS quota. This topic is from Indian polity section. Now, what is economically weaker section quota? The economically weaker section quota is the section of the society in India that belongs to the unreserved category and has an annual family income of less than 8 lakh rupees. This category includes the people that do not belong to the caste categories of SC, ST, OBC, who already enjoy the benefits of reservation. The government of India introduced a 10% reservation in this category of people who are not included in the SC, ST, OBC category but belong to the unreserved category and fulfill the economically weaker section criteria. So economically weaker section to hey section to kami bujhaichu. First of all, the general category or unreserved category hoy. Second, jar annual family income to 8 lakhs rupees koi kom hoy. Aru monot rakhibologia kotha etu je this section is not belonging to the caste categories. Aru caste categories ki ase SC, ST, OBC. Karon SC, ST, OBC ji hokole already reservation or benefits pai ase. Aru ei economically weaker section quota to jodi ami bhalke sao, the 10% of EWS quota was introduced under the 103rd Constitutional Amendment Act 2019 by amending Article 15 and 16. So, duta point. First, 10% EWS quota, kiman percent? 10% EWS quota. And second thing is that this is through constitutional amendment. Which constitutional amendment? 103rd Constitutional Amendment. Okay. So, our amendment, because of this amendment, two articles are amended. Two article amar amendment kora hoise a particular 103rd. So, hey, Article 15 aru Article 16. Now, jetia ami article amend koru, obviously ami amend korar pasot eta subsection anu ba tar under eta sub article anu, right? Then Article 15 or 16 to jeti amend korilu. Now, this amendment inserted Article 15.6, Article 16.6. So remember, monorahiwa Article 15.6 and Article 16.6 is for the EWS quota. And it is for economic reservation in jobs and admissions in educational institutions for economically weaker sections. Now, it was enacted to promote the welfare of the people not covered by the 50% reservation policy of SC, ST, and WS means OBC, or you can say socially and educationally backward classes. Karon already jeta 50% reservation ase. সেইখিনিত কিন্তু এটো অহা নাই কাৰণ আমি যে ৰিজাৰ্ভেশনৰ কথা কৈ আছো মানে EWS কোটাৰ আন্ডাৰত this is actually the unreserved category. So যেতিয়া ৰিজাৰ্ভেশনৰ কথা কওঁ আমি 50% কথা কওঁ এতিয়া unreserved category টো সেই 50% ৰ পৰা এক্সট্ৰা কোটাৰ কথা আমি কৈ আছো, right? Now it enables both the center and the states to provide reservation to the EWS of the society. Now next thing is that how did the quota for the EWS evolve? So A is a quota to EWS quota to keneko ahil. First eta case asil VP Singh. VP Singh teo koisil je in 1990 VP Singh offered to bring a constitutional amendment to enable provision of 5% and 10% reservation for individuals who are economically poor without reference to the caste. So, 1990 চনতে in 1990 তে VP সিংহে কৈছিল যে কনস্টিটিউশনাল এমেন্ডমেন্টৰ জৰিয়তে আমি যি সকল ইকোনমিক্যালি পুৱাৰ আছে উইদাউট ৰেফাৰেন্স টু কাষ্টক আমি ৰেফাৰ কৰা নাই ইয়াত তেওঁলোকক 5 to 10% ৰিজাৰ্ভেশন দিব লাগে কিন্তু এই পাৰ্টিকুলাৰ যেটো তেখেতৰ মানে প্ৰপ'জাল আছিল হেতু কিন্তু অপজিশনৰ পৰা কি কইলে এটা সেন্ট অ্যাটেনশন পালে, right? So tetia hetu bostu no hol. Next the PV Narasimha Rao government provided reservation of 10% in the government civil posts and services for economically backward sections who are not covered by any of the existing reservation scheme. But the Supreme Court struck down the provision in Mandal's case judgment on the ground that the Constitution does not provide for reservation for any individual on economic or poverty basis alone. So teketor PV Narasimha Rao teketor etu proposal tu na struck down kora hol court struck down korile Mandal kesot ar ki buli koi pelai korile je Supreme Court e kole je reservation ami kuno individualok economic ba poverty basis dibo nuaro. Right, the Constitution does not provide for reservation for any individual on economic or poverty basis alone. So eneke lahe lahe mane bostu to evolve hol or last tot kintu 103rd amendment joriote yak hona hol kintu iar starting jodi kobole kom VP Singh e loi anisil prothomote ei concept to kotha. Okay, your significance ki mane what is the importance of this EWS quota? First of all, to address inequality, because the 10% quota is progressive and could address the issue of educational and income inequality in India, since the economically weaker sections of citizens have remained excluded from attending the higher educational institution and public employment due to their financial incapacity. So eta inequality as inequality in the sense what karon at the unreserved category tekhet unreserved category hole buliye je tekhetor osot tekhet economically strong, financially strong eto ami kobo naru. So tekhet hokole hoytu hobo pare je higher educational institutionot pohibo pora nai karon himan khini paisa nai, right? So ei 10% quota to joriote ki hobo sei particular jitu inequality is a discrimination kobo no inequality term use koichu, I am using the term inequality, he inequality to address koribo pare. Second, recognitions of the economic backward. There are many peoples or classes other than backward classes who are living under hunger and poverty stricken conditions. The proposed reservation through a constitutional amendment would give constitutional recognition to the poor from the upper caste. So the upper caste jihokol poor ase teolukok recognition kora hobo aru ekhini subida dia hobo. Right. Okay. Next, jodi ami sao reduction of caste-based discrimination. Moreover, it will gradually remove the stigma associated with reservation, because reservation has historically been related to caste. Most often, the upper caste looks down upon those who come through the reservation. So etu eta amar stigma ase mane kobole gole je jikhini lower caste or ba marginalized caste teoluke reservationor through he sit paise enuka boli eta stigma ase. So he stigma jitu ase hetu kotrabo karone ei particular EWS quota sahay koribo, karon jetia 10% reservation general caste manhor karone thakibo, so teoluke ei bostu tu aru monole nanai. Into significance kintu yar issues bahut ase. First of all, whether that 103rd Constitutional Amendment Act can be said to breach the basic structure of the Constitution. Ami janu je Kesavanan Bharti case basic structure ebilak we have already discussed, right? Now a 103rd Constitutional Amendment to ki basic structure to breach korise niki, right? Bhangise niki by permitting the state to make special provisions including reservation based on economic criteria, by permitting the state to make special provision in relation to admission to private unaided institution, kan private unaided institution teolokoku jodi ami 10% reservation dia kotha kom for the economically backward sections, tenhole hetu ki teolukor jitu fundamental rights ase hetu break korise niki by excluding the SCBCs, socially and educationally economically backward classes, OBCs, SC/STs from the scope of EWS reservation. Mono rakhibo karon EWS to ami general category karone disu, kintu jetia ami hei general category karone 10% disu kintu he bostu ami OBC hoy gol, SC/ST e hokolok include kora, we have not included them. So because of that, maybe a kind of discrimination is taking place. The critics may say like that. And also this may also means me a concern that whether this is breaking the basic structure. So because of this, there is a big question that whether this 103rd amendment is a threat, or it is whether it is breaking the basic structure or not. So it is a major concern. Now, why it is under challenge? First, equality of opportunity. The petitioners called the amendment an attack on the constitutional vision of social justice and contended that the amendment, if upheld, will be the end of equality of opportunity. Basic structure. So এইবিলাকৰ কাৰণে তো চেলেঞ্জত আছে মই কৈছোৱে। দেন ৰাইট টু প্ৰেক্টিচ অফ এ প্ৰফেশ্যন, কাৰণ প্ৰাইভেট আৰু যিখিনি আনএইডেড ইনষ্টিটিউশ্যন আছে তেওঁলোকেতো ক'বই যে আমাক কম্পেল কৰা হৈছে 10% ৰিজাৰ্ভেশ্যন দিয়াৰ কাৰণে। সেইটো এটা আমাৰ ফাণ্ডামেণ্টেল ৰাইটছ ব্ৰেক কৰাৰ নিচিনা, কাৰণ আৰ্টিকল 19(1)(g) of the Constitution provides right to practice any profession or to carry or any occupation, trade or business to all citizens. Okay, সেইখিনি আছিল কনচাৰ্ণ। Now, what has the government argued? Government কি argue কৰিছে, কি argument দিছে? Right, equality of opportunity. Governments had said that EWS quota would not erode the rights of SC, ST and OBCs. It contends that the SC and STs have already been loaded with benefits by way of affirmative actions. So, governmentor মতে EWS quota কিন্তু SC, ST, OBC rights খিনি erode নাই কৰা, কাৰণ তেওঁলোকক সুকীয়াকৈ ৰিজাৰ্ভেশ্যন দিয়া হৈছে, right? Basic structure. Government said that to sustain a challenge against a constitutional amendment, it must be shown that the very identity of the Constitution has been altered. Right to practice a profession, the Constitution allows the Parliament to place reasonable restriction on the right to carry on trade. Article 46. The Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment argued that under Article 46 of the Constitution, the state can take measures to protect the interests of the weaker sections. So, government যিখিনি critics মানে কৰিছিল যে এইটো ভাল হোৱা নাই, বা this is against our constitution, or this is trying to breach the basic structure of the Constitution, then government is coming up with some arguments. First of all, it said that it is not eroding the benefits of SC, ST, OBC because they are already having the reservation. Then second, basic structure is not broken, according to the government, because a right to practice a profession, if you consider that point, Constitution already allows the Parliament to place some kind of reasonable restriction on right to carry on trade. So this is a kind of reasonable restriction as per the government, that is through this particular amendment. So not breaking, right? Then second thing, it says that Article 46 already gives already says that states should take special measures to protect the interests of the economically weaker sections. This is per Article 46. So this is Ministry of Social Justice and Empower is coming up with this argument that as we have already given that power from Article 46, that we should protect the interests of the economically weaker section, and EWS is that particular tool with the help of which we can protect the interests of the economically weaker section. Okay, so these are the arguments from the government side to stand with this EWS quota. Now, recently, many changes many criticism being taken place, or many news came up with respect to this EWS quota. So if you want to discuss more, then you can comment me. And if you want to discuss anything related to the current event related to EWS quota, you can also comment that particular event. We'll go through it. But আজিলৈ ইমানতে যিমানখিনি আমি ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট ডিছকাছ কৰিলোঁ যে 103 নম্বৰ এমেণ্ডমেণ্ট, দেন 10% for those people who are earning less than 8 lakhs, and this is evolved through two particular proposals. First proposal you have got it, who had given the first proposal, VP Singh in 1990, PV Narasimha Rao also. But and after that we have seen that criticism from the opponent side. Then we have also gone through the arguments that government gave in the support of this EWS reservation. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.